مجمع الأندلس التعليمي، تعلم عصري ملهم بهوية وطنية وقيم إسلامية.
Hello, welcome back. This is Mr. Osama Abdurraouf again, introducing the second lesson for grade 12. But before we start, let's first review your homework. Open your workbooks at page 6 and check your answers. Come on, I'm waiting. Yes, workbook, page 6, exercise A. Okay. Question number 1, the answer is squeeze. Yes, great. Number 2, get. Number 3, checklist. Number 4, sip, means to drink slowly. Number 5, inside. That's a great job. Come on, let's move to exercise B. Ready? Yes, the first answer is C, capture. The second answer is D, yeah. 2, number 3 is A, authentic. Number 4 is B, tradition. Number 5 is elsewhere. Yes, C. Number 6, A, immersive. Number 7, and the last one in exercise B is B, appreciate. I hope you all did the exercise correctly. Remember, if you have any questions, please contact me, if you are in my classes, of course, or kindly ask your teacher for help. Now it's time to have a look at exercise C. Yes, the same page, page 6. The first answer is editor. Number 2, stereotype. Number 3, coach. Number 4, elderly. Number 5, leaves. Number 6, spontaneous. Number 7, authenticity. I have a final word for you. Remember this, if you have issues, keep in mind that your teachers have tissues. I mean, they are always ready to help you, so never hesitate. Now it's time to start our lesson for today, vocabulary. Before opening your books, let's introduce today's objectives. At the end of the period, my outstanding students should be able to, number 1, correctly choose or fill in the spaces with words from given lists. Number 2, correctly use suffixes to form nouns and adjectives. Number 3, correctly use the right form of words. I mean, the correct part of speech. That's to say, the question of word formation. Ready? Steady? Go! Today you are gonna deal with exercises A, B, and C in your student books, page 10. So, open your books at page 10. Get ready. Exercise A, part 1. Here, you have 4 confusing words. Original, authentic, initial, and primary. Unfortunately, these words are close in meaning, so we need a dictionary to check them up. Let's click on the words and log on to Cambridge Online Dictionary to check the differences and listen to how every word is pronounced. After that, I'll give you about 1 minute to answer the 4 questions, completing the sentences with the correct words. Let's look up the first word in the dictionary. Of course, by clicking on the word as I told you. Let's click on original. Original is an adjective. Let's first listen to the pronunciation of the word in the British English and in the American English. British.
Original. Original.
American.
Original. Original.
Let's have a look at the meaning of the word. Original means existing since the beginning, or being the earliest form of something. Here is an example, or two examples in fact. Is this the original fireplace? The second example, the gardens have recently been restored to their original glory. Okay, I hope it's clear. Now let's check the second word, authentic. Okay, here we click on the word. Yes, authentic. If something is authentic, it means it's real, true, or what people say it is. But how about the pronunciation of the word in the British English and in the American English? Listen.
Authentic. 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 Authentic.
You have here some examples of the word in complete sentences. Please read them and check understanding. Let's go back to our presentation and click on the third word, which is initial. Initial also is an adjective. And here how it's pronounced in British English and in American English. Listen carefully.
Initial. Initial. Initial.
Initial means of or at the beginning of something. Look at the two examples here. My initial surprise was soon replaced by delight. Initial means my first surprise, my first reaction. Example number 2, initial reports say that 7 people have died. Initial means the first reports. Okay? Again, let's go back to our presentation to click on the last word, which is primary, to look it up in Cambridge Online Dictionary. Yes, here is the word, primary. We click on it. Primary is an adjective too. It means more important than anything else. Main, the main thing. And here is the pronunciation, the British one.
Primary. Primary.
And the American one.
Primary. Primary.
And you have examples using the words in context. Check on them. Now it's time to go back to our presentation to answer the questions. We have here the 4 words, and you have about 2 minutes to fill in the spaces with the correct word. Okay? Go on. I hope you finished, but correctly, of course. Yes, number 1. Yeah. Number 1 is initial. Number 2, primary. Great. Number 3, original. And number 4 is authentic. I hope it was helpful to you. But now we have to move on to exercise A, part 2, where we can discuss 5 more words. Let's go. Exercise A, part 2 deals with 5 different words: custom, tradition, habit, trend, and routine. To introduce the difference between the 2 words, custom and tradition, I've prepared an interesting video for you. Watch it carefully.
What is the difference between customs and tradition? Customs are habitual, accepted, everyday behaviors. Think handshakes, cereal for breakfast, saying thank you or bless you. Traditions are customs, beliefs, stories, or information passed down from generation to generation. Think holidays, birthdays, legends, and wedding rings.
I hope you recognize the meanings of the new words, of the 2 words, and the difference between them. Back to our strategy. We're going to go back to our presentation and click on the other 3 words to look them up in the dictionary. The 3rd word is habit. Let's click on it. First, let's listen to how the word is pronounced.
Habit. 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 Habit.
Habit means something that you do often and regularly, sometimes without knowing that you are doing it. And here are some examples to check the word and its meaning. Now let's go back to the presentation to click on the 4th word, which is trend. And here is how it's pronounced in the British English.
Trend. Trend.
And how it's pronounced in American English.
Trend. Trend.
Trend means a general development or a change in a situation or in the way that people are behaving. Look at the example. Surveys show a trend away from home ownership and toward rented accommodation. A trend means to tend to do something. A lot of people in some time, in some place, agree to do something. That's a trend. That's called a trend. Time has come for the last word, which is routine. Let's click on the word to go to the dictionary website, and check how the word is pronounced. Listen carefully. The British English is
Routine. Routine.
the American English is
Routine. Routine.
and the meaning of the word is routine means a usual or fixed way of doing things. For example, there is no set or fixed routine at work. Every day is different. Okay? I hope this was helpful to you. And now let's go to the exercise to fill in the spaces with the correct word. I'll give you about 1 minute to think and answer the question. Go on. Okay, I think that's enough. Yes. The answer of question number 5 is routine. True. Okay, let's move to question number 6. The general trend for women. Yes, that's right. So the answer is trend. What about number 7? Yes, the answer is tradition. It's a family tradition. Okay, let's move to question number 8. I think that biting your nails is a disgusting, yes, habit. True. What about the last question? Yes, in many countries it's the custom for the father of the bride to escort her to the wedding ceremony. Now let's move to exercise A, part 3. Part 3 of exercise A introduces 4 words, which are foreigner, tourist, stranger, immigrant. As we are used to, let's look the words up in the dictionary to listen to the correct pronunciation and to recognize the meanings of them. Here is the first word, foreigner. As we can see, a foreigner is a person who comes from another country. Listen to the pronunciation, the British one,
Foreigner, foreigner.
and the American one.
Foreigner, foreigner.
Have a look at the examples to make sure that you understand the word. Now back to our presentation to click on the second word, which is tourist. What's a tourist? A tourist is someone who visits a place for pleasure and interest, usually while on holiday. Here are some examples for you to understand the word well, and here you can listen to the word in British English. Listen.
Tourist, tourist.
And here you can listen to the word in American English.
Tourist, tourist.
I think it's interesting. Now let's get back to the presentation and click on the third word, which is stranger. A stranger is someone you don't know. Listen to the British pronunciation.
Stranger, stranger.
And the American pronunciation.
Stranger, stranger.
I think the word is clear enough. Now let's get back to the presentation and click on the last word, which is immigrant. An immigrant is a person who comes to a different country in order to live there permanently. Listen to the British pronunciation.
Immigrant, immigrant.
And listen to the American pronunciation.
Immigrant, immigrant.
Have a quick look on the examples to make sure that you understand the word. Now it's time to practice. We have to fill in the spaces with the words foreigner, tourist, stranger, and immigrant. Sometimes you may use one word or 2 words in one space. You have 1 minute to do the exercise. Done? All right. The answer of question number 10 is stranger. Yes, great. Good job. What about 11? Yes, the answer is immigrants. Let's have a close look at question number 12, because here two words can be put in the space. Yes, tourists or foreigners. Think about it? Convinced? Okay, let's move to the last question in exercise A, which is number 13. Yes, the answer is foreigner. I hope that was enjoyable to you, and I ask you to get prepared to move to exercise B on page 10. Exercise B. I believe this exercise will be enjoyable and beneficial. Before doing the exercise, watch a valuable video to refresh your knowledge about affixes. Affixes? What are affixes? Affixes are additions before and after words. They can change the meaning and the part of a speech. Please pay attention.
In this video, we will look at how to take words you already know and make them into new words. All you have to do is add a few letters before the word. These are called prefixes. Or add a few letters after a word. These are known as suffixes. Here's an example. Place, replace, replacement. Be careful. You can't do this with all vocabulary, but you can have fun experimenting to see which ones work and which ones don't. Let's look at prefixes first. We all know the word do. Did you know that you can redo something? And if you're not happy with it, you can undo it too. What does the prefix re mean here? That's right. Re means again. So if you redo something, you do it again. And what about un in undo? Un is an opposite. So if you undo something, you reverse what you have done. Here's another prefix. What does it mean? Disagree, dislike, disallow, disappear. Dis also means not or reversal. Now let's look at some suffixes. Happy is an adjective. How can we make it into a noun? Simple. Just add the suffix ness. Happy plus ness equals happiness. Here are two more adjectives to express feelings, sad and tired. To make the noun, you just add the same suffix. Have a look. Sad plus ness equals sadness. Tired plus ness equals tiredness. There are a few more prefixes and suffixes that go with a range of words. Learning which ones to use and with which words may seem hard at first, but with time, you'll learn to hear what sounds right. Prefixes and suffixes are everywhere. Next time you're reading or listening to English, start noticing which beginnings and endings are being used. Make a note of them. And more importantly, use them. It's the only way to remember them.
I believe the video was of great value. Don't you think so? Look at exercise B. Read the question carefully and fill in the table. The question says, read the note and complete the table. Many adjectives are formed by adding a suffix to a verb or noun. The most common adjective suffixes are able, ible, and so on. Look at the table. You have missing parts. You have to fill in these parts with the correct word. I'll give you some time to fill in the spaces in the table using the words given plus the suffix, the suitable suffix. Try hard. Finished? Okay, let's revise your answers. Yes, the first word is decide. The second word, meaningful. The third one is memory. Fourth, traditional. Pricey. Of course, the right word is price. Ambitious. Sense. Different. Appeal. Observe. Weekly. Overwhelm. Actually, you've done a great job. So it's time to have fun. Yes, we have 2 electronic games. Please pause the video, copy the links in your browser, and enjoy. But do not forget, still have one important exercise to do, which is exercise C. The last activity for today is exercise C. It depends on your previous knowledge of parts of speech, especially adjectives. Have a look at the exercise. You'll notice that all the words should be turned into adjectives. Why? Because most of them should modify nouns. Some words are preceded by very, and of course we know very is followed by an adjective. Again, have a look and take your time. I think for this question you will have about 2 minutes. Okay? Go on. Okay, that's enough. I'll just revise the answers with you. Number 1, envious. Number 2, effective. Number 3, pleasant. Number 4, thoughtful. Number 5, considerable. Number 6, distinguished. Number 7, informative or informational. And finally, number 8 is imaginary. Our work for today has finished. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Remember to do your homework. The homework activities are on page 7